Does being highly intelligent make life easier? Everyone seems to think so. Have you ever felt that way too? But today, I'm going to tell you something that most people won't. High intelligence creates a very specific, deeply quiet kind of pain. And the truth is, most people around you will never fully grasp it. Today, we're discussing something cognitive psychologists have researched for decades: the hidden psychological battles of high intelligence. This isn't a complaint, it's not a boast, it's a raw, honest look at what actually happens inside a mind that works differently. Let's explore these 10 signs together. If you're ready, let's begin. 1. The curse of thinking. Here's the irony, my friend. The same neural pathways that allow you to analyze complex problems are the ones that keep you awake at 2 a.m. replaying a conversation from 3 days ago. Neuroscience shows that people with higher intellectual capacity have significantly more activity in brain regions responsible for self-reflection and mental simulation. Put simply, these brains don't have an off switch. Even when there's nothing left to solve, the mind keeps simulating, questioning, and searching for patterns. It never rests. Never. 2. The struggle to find someone who gets it. This is subtle, but it goes deep. Highly intelligent people often find social connection difficult, not because they lack empathy or social skills, but because meaningful conversation is rare for them. If your mind naturally gravitates toward consciousness, systemic patterns, or the why behind human behavior, small talk feels almost painful. You've likely felt this at least once, a profound sense of loneliness even in a crowded room. 3. The paradox of high expectations and self-doubt. Think about this. Many high IQ individuals are their own harshest critics. Psychologists call it imposter syndrome, but for the highly intelligent, it cuts deeper. Because you can see every flaw in your own logic, every gap in your knowledge, and every way you could be wrong, you end up doubting yourself more than those with far less self-awareness. 4. Not just ordinary boredom. This is where it gets interesting. Research suggests that highly intelligent people require much more cognitive stimulation to feel engaged. Without it, they don't just get bored, they become neurologically restless. Their reward systems are less responsive to routine stimulation. This is why many brilliant minds struggle in traditional systems: schools, corporate jobs, rigid routines. They aren't lazy. Their brains are just starving for a level of engagement the environment can't provide. Does any of this sound familiar? These patterns aren't just abstract concepts. They show up in the way you avoid certain conversations, or that strange feeling of detachment even among friends. 5. The trap of perfectionism. This might be the hardest part. Intelligent people set unrealistic internal standards, not out of arrogance, because their minds can vividly imagine the ideal outcome. When reality inevitably falls short of that vision, the emotional gap feels devastating. Accepting good enough is a genuine psychological challenge. 6. Sensitivity to injustice and inconsistency. A sharp mind notices hypocrisy and logical inconsistencies with uncomfortable clarity. Where others might rationalize or look away, you can't. You feel a drive to intervene. This heightened pattern recognition makes the world feel frustrating, even exhausting. 7. Analysis paralysis. You'd assume intelligence makes decision-making easier. Often, it does the opposite. You see too many variables, too many consequences, too many ways a decision could go wrong. The clearer you think, the more options your brain generates, making it harder to simply choose a path and stick to it. 8. The persistent search for meaning. Viktor Frankl said the primary human drive is the search for meaning. For the highly intelligent, this search is intense. Routine life and conventional definitions of success often feel empty. You ask why at a level that most social frameworks simply can't answer. 9. The loneliness of being misunderstood. It's not a dramatic loneliness, it's a quiet one. You function socially, you make people laugh, you hold conversations, but the thoughts and questions you carry rarely leave your own head. This internal isolation is one of the most common experiences reported by highly intelligent adults. Intelligence isn't just a simple advantage, it's a unique way of experiencing the world, one that comes with real gifts and real costs. The mind that can solve complex problems is the mind that cannot stop analyzing. Understanding this doesn't make the struggle disappear, but it does something powerful. It turns confusion into clarity. And for a mind that is always seeking patterns, the most meaningful pattern you can find is the one that finally explains your own experience. And maybe that's enough, my friend, to finally see yourself clearly. Not too much, not too little, but exactly as the kind of mind this world has always needed. Send this video to someone who carries these silent battles. And if this describes you, let's meet in the comments. I'll be reading them all. Don't forget to subscribe.